Today we'll start moving our shoulders. So find a nice stance, fairly relaxed. Feel big toe, little toe and heel, and then about a little bit of inner thigh connection drawing up through the hips. Allow your shoulders just to hang, and then we're going to shrug them up to our ears and just allow them to slide down our back. Keeping the movement quite small to start with. That's it. And you can increase the movement, but just allow the shoulders to drop as low as they'll go down your back without yourself sinking into your hips. So you're still thinking elongated spine, finding some length in the neck, but just allowing those shoulders to slide up to your ears and back down. And as you stand here doing this, just draw in the abdominals, think scooping a big ice cream scoop in and up. Ever such slight squeeze of the bottom. If you think narrowing at the hips, so you're finding some real control just in a standing position, using all those muscles. One more lift. And lower, then arms out in front. We'll protract and retract, so reaching forward just from the shoulders, not bending forward, and drawing back and forward. Maybe breathe out, pull those shoulder blades towards each other, breathe in to reach. So that abdominal connection you found during the shoulder shrugs is keeping you tall. Got a big corset around your waist, around your back. Finding mobility through the shoulder joint. Just a couple more. Always nice just to release tension from this area. And then arms hang. And we'll just take the arms back up to the ceiling. Do tiny little side bends to start with, just aiming to reach higher and find some length down that reaching side. That's it. Drawing out of the hips, feel any crunches or creaks, work through those, use your breath. And let's take that a little bit bigger. So step and reach, step and reach. If you've got any pain in your shoulder, just keep the arms down and think about pulling down the long leg. Hopefully you're getting a lovely side stretch to wake up those muscles around your serratus, around the lats, around the obliques, and your transversus. One more, and we'll add on to that. So add some rotation, just scooping round and reaching, scooping round and reaching, scooping round and reaching, scooping round. And reach. One more this way and one more that way. Oh. And arms and legs back to standing. We're going to nod the head, curl forward, backs of the hands together, and then just lift the heart, stretch forward and open. And over, so you're curving in the lower back, then you're lifting the heart, and that lifting of the heart, drawing the scapula down your back, helps bring you up, getting a little bit of back extension. And again, one more. Then from there, just find some support through a standing leg. Let's stand on our left leg, squeezing the bum ever so slightly. Extend the right leg forward, and we'll do 8 circles in each direction. So a little bit of balance challenge. And that's 6 and 7 and 8. And reverse the direction. 8, 7, 6. So you can hover the foot off the floor. 4. Whatever you're comfortable with, keeping those shoulders down. 1. And then change sides. See if one side is more comfortable than the other. So extend the leg forward. And 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Keep the shoulders down. And 3 and 2 and 1. And reverse. 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And from there, come to the end of your mat. We're going to do roll downs and then do a little bit of a sun salutation into cobra. So if you're not happy coming onto your knees, just do some rolling forward and rolling up from standing, and then come down to the mat as you're comfortable. So everyone, we can just nod our heads, draw and scoop in the abdominals, and roll forward. You'll just do a couple flexing forward to start with. Tummy button drawing in to bring us to standing. And you can keep your knees nice and soft if you want to, or if you find it comfortable already, keep some extension in the back of the knee as you roll down. Think the tailbone reaching up the wall behind you. And we'll do one more. Nodding the head, curling forward. And then let's walk our hands forward through elephant, down dog. If you can, come down into a cobra. You can change your feet and then hinge back through elephant, down dog. Walk your hands back, nodding the head, curling up nice and slowly. We'll do that once more and add on a little chest lift as we reach our ankles. So rolling forward. Just lightly hold your ankles and think lifting the heart. So you get a stretch up the back of your legs, back extension, curl back into your legs, and again walk your hands forward. Scoop through into a cobra, and then lie back down. And we'll do some more cobra as we're down here. So you can take your arms where you're comfy, separate your legs ever so slightly. Squeeze the bum, think lifting the heart, drawing the arms into the body. Extra squeeze of the bottom to lift up and find that lovely back extension. And you can just stay there and bend the elbows. Aiming to feel a stretch through tummy button up through the front of your body. So if you're feeling anything in your lower back, keep it lower. We're really trying to aim our upper back, extending up rather than the lumbar spine just above your pelvis. And it feels beautiful when it's done to a level that your body will accept. That's it. And one more, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Think lifting forward and up with the heart. So you find that beautiful extension. And then coming back down to the mat. Bring your legs back in parallel. Arms are reaching away from you. Still squeezing the bum ever so slightly. Just lift and extend one arm at a time. So we're coming into our swimming preparation. And again, take your focus to those shoulder blades behind your back. And use your breath, so maybe breathe out on that hard part, the lifting part. Trying to keep the arms straight, but without locking the elbow. Getting all that work through the shoulder. One more on the arms. And then leave them there if you're happy to, or under your forehead, and focus on the legs. So squeezing the bottom, keeping the leg nice and long. So imagine someone's pulling it away from you. So really straight, really strong. Shoulders away from your ears. See mine crept up there. And again, breathing out to squeeze and lift. Breathing in to lower. There we go. So we can put all that together. So squeeze the bottom, lift the legs. Press into your hands or hover, and then opposite arm and leg, lowering and lifting to the mat, speeding it up if you're happy to. I think reaching away with the arms and legs. And then rest down. Roll over onto your side, underneath arm nice and long, then draw the shoulder down your back again. If you need to angle your legs forward ever so slightly and hand in front for balance, we're going to flex the top foot, lift the top leg to hip height, think long, and again we're going to do some little circles, so 8 in each direction. Keeping the foot flexed. So you're thinking the heel is washing the window. And again, reverse direction. So hopefully the toes will stay facing forward in the same direction that we started. Really finding some work through that hip. Trying not to sink into the mat. I've lost count already. Talking too much. So I'll go on the burn, I'll do 2 more. Then little Charlie Chaplin feet, and we'll do our développé. So draw the leg up, heel down, knee in, extend, flex the foot, squeeze it down. And 2, and in, extend and flex. And 3, in, knee in, extend, flex and squeeze. There we go. Finding some inner thigh work. Final time. And bend the knees up, heels in line with the bottom, and we'll do some shell. So 10, breathe out and close, and 9 and close, and 8. Only as far as you can without rocking back. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Final 1. Then we'll go an internal rotation, so lifting the foot. And 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Then cross the top leg over the underneath leg. For our side bend, you can stay down here to start with and lifting the underneath waist to come up, arm up and over and down. If you want the full one, either forearm or long arm, so lift up and along, arm up and over, back to the ceiling. and down and up and over and up and down. And one more for luck. Squeezing those inner thighs together for extra work. Back down onto your side, extend that underneath leg. Long legs reaching away for our double leg lift. So lift and hover, and then actually lift the top leg, lower the top leg, and back down. And 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. So I think stretching in both directions. 2. And 1. And top leg back to hip height and squeeze and lower the underneath leg. So again, the toes stay pointing forward, shoulders away from your ears. Thinking long in the upper body, not sinking into the mat. Hand in front for balance if you want to. And 3. And 2. And 1. And then leg down. And then roll over back onto your fronts. So you can have a pad under your forehead if you wish. So arms by your side, allow the shoulders to roll forward. We will do our arrows. So slight squeeze of the bum, breathing in, lift the shoulders, breathe out, reach for fingers for your toes. Rotate the shoulders as you breathe in to hold, and breathing out. Allow everything to fall back to the mat. Breathe in to lift, breathe out to hover and reach. Rotate to breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in, lift, breathe out, reach and hover, heart away. Rotate the arms, thumbs to the ceiling, and breathing out. And breathing in, lift, breathe out, reach, fingers for your toes. Rotating the shoulder blades, thumbs to the ceiling as you breathe in, and breathing out. Still thinking tailbone reaching away. I can feel I've sunk into the mat a little bit, so I want to readjust. Always just be mindful of what your body is doing. Each day it might be different. And one more, lift and reach. Rotate and breathe. And breathing out. If you want to come back into a child pose just to release the back, feel free. Again, if you've got problems with your knees, just make the next movements a little bit smaller. So coming up into your single leg kick, pressing into the mat through the forearms, shoulders away, legs separated, reach them straight as if they're hovering off the floor, and then kick, kick, extend away, kick, kick, extend. So don't allow yourself to sink into the shoulders. All that work we've done on the cobra and the arrow to keep the upper body nice and proud, back extending. Oh, it feels good. You can feel from bum to hamstring. If you want to add a little flex of the foot, please do. It's up to you. Main thing is to think reaching the leg away as it comes down towards the mat. Oh, it's really working. And final one. And again, take those knees wide. Sit back into a little shell stretch if you need to. then from here, come onto hands and knees. So if you can't do your kneeling, lie down on your back, legs in tabletop, and do some toe taps. But everybody else, shoulders down. Think drawing your tummy in. You can tuck your toes under and we'll just hover the knees off the mat and place them down. And breathing out, so suck in the abs, lift and hover the knees without arching the back. And down. One more time, breathing out, suck in and scoop the abs. We'll hold it there. And then we're going to extend the left leg and just bring it in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. It's quite tough, isn't it? Sucking in the abs, hover those knees and extend for 10, 9. So keeping the back straight. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then knees down, rolling over onto your other side. So I'll just scoot over. Underneath leg nice and long. Starting with those top leg circles. So find your balance underneath waist, drawing up, shoulders down, hip over hip, toes pointing forwards, feet flexed. And again, hand in front for balance if you need to, lifting that top leg. And do 8 circles in each direction, polishing the window or the wall away from you with the heel. 2. Keeping the toes in the same line and reverse the direction. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then Charlie Chaplin toes and feet, and draw the leg in, heel down, knee in, extend, flex and squeeze it down. Having to do a fair amount of work on this one. Working all those leg muscles from ankle, knee, all the adductor and abductor muscles. If it's too much on your knee, just perhaps do a leg lift and lower. Doing fabulous work. I can certainly feel it's working. Getting a little bit of tension in my neck and shoulders, so relax. Think about those shoulder blades dripping down your back like we did in the warm-up. Final time. Then bend the knees up, heels in line with your bottom for the shell. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then internal. 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, just working that joint and the muscles. Then top leg crosses over the underneath leg, side bend, sitting tall and proud, squeezing the inner thighs together, coming up, arm up to the ceiling, over, ceiling and down, up, over. So not sinking into your shoulder, keeping proud, long and tall, aiming the body over that arm. So it's that waist, the obliques working, the inner thighs working. And 2 more, up, over, up and down. Final time, up and over and up and down. Lying back down again. extending those legs. I'll just scoop myself up. And double leg lift. So lift and hover as you breathe out. Lift the top leg, place it down, both legs down. Try that again. Lift, lift, down, down, lift, lift, down, down. And I can feel myself rolling forward and sinking a little bit through the waist. So, shoulders down, abs engaged, reaching away through the upper side of the body. There we go. Hard work. Well, I'm making a meal of this today. Lift, lift, down, down. 2 more. Final time. And then lift the top leg to hip height. And again, lift and squeeze from the inner thigh of the underneath leg to lift and lower. So you're thinking long in the top of your body still. Trying to keep the toes pointing forward, keeping your leg in line to where it was. And again. And 2. Final time. 1. Oh, give the hip a little bit of love. Roll over straight onto your back. Arms overhead. Flexing the feet away still. Nodding up. Breathing out. Curling forward. Point the toes as you reach forward. Sitting tall. And roll back down again. And remember, you can hold onto the back of your thighs. There is no worries about that at all. Whatever helps you control it, come down. If you can't come up, just focus on the rolling down and then roll over onto your side. Sit nice and tall. Extra challenge, hand on the forehead. Nod the forehead, flex the feet, curling up. Less to help you. Sitting tall, rolling back down. And flex the feet, nod the head forward, curl it up. Nodding forward, sitting tall, curl it back down. If you find you need to just bring your elbows forward or just reach your hands forward as a halfway house, do that. Just find a little challenge for yourself each time. And flex the foot, curling forward. Oh, gets harder and harder and harder. Curling forward, sit nice and tall, stay here, keep the feet together, arms out to the side, and we will do our spine twist. So breathe in to rotate, breathe out to center. Breathe in to rotate, keeping the arms and shoulders where you started. And it's the chest and body moving round. Breathe in to rotate. Breathe out. Think spiraling to the ceiling each time you come to center. And in. And out. And breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Final time. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then bend your knees. Give your legs a little shake. We will do some rolling, so make sure you have space behind you. If you're not comfortable, just find your balance point and challenge yourself there. Everybody else, let's put our feet together, hands dive through your legs, and we'll do seal. So you're holding the outside of your ankles, 3 claps, rolling back as slowly as you can. 1, 2, 3. Nodding the head, come to the balance. 1, 2, 3. Trying to control it. Have a little play around. Make sure you're not smacking your head against the mat and not going too far over your head and shoulders that you can't control it, and that will do some damage. Oh, I've lost it there, talking too much. 2, 1. One more. 1, 2, 3. Curling forward. 1, 2, 3. Well done. Then hold your shins, roll yourself back just for a moment, then press away, curling up for single leg stretch. So extend. 10, 9, 8. Flexing your upper body forward towards your knees and not your knees to your chest. And 3, and 2, and 1. Hug your knees in. Nod the head, curl forward, press away, double leg stretch, so stretching out round, extending away. There we go. Breathe in, breathe out. All about curling the upper body forward and up. Yes, it's hard work. Little sequence here on your abdominals. Really stretch away, curling forward. Final time, and then hug your knees in. And for those comfortable, we will go straight into rollover. So legs to the ceiling, press into the ground. Tap your feet over, open, and roll down. Gradually, piece by piece by piece. Extend the legs away. Back to the ceiling, press into the ground with your arms if you want to. If you can, tap the ground behind your head. Rolling down, really think length in the back of your knees if you can. And again, abs are drawing in and up to take your legs over. Again, you want to be able to move your head on your shoulders. There we go. 2 more. Roll it down. And again. And then hug your knees in. Then take your arms into a nice T for a little bit of extra support. We'll do some hip rolls and hip twist. So keeping the feet down to start with, just allow your knees to roll over one side, tummy button scoops into your body to bring them back, and using your breath. You can look away if you want for a little bit of extra stretch. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. And again. If you're happy to, you can bring your legs into tabletop. Feet just slightly lower than your knees. Try not to grip the ground, because you should be controlling everything through your abdominal area. You're holding your legs up. And then let's challenge ourselves. So extend the legs, bend the legs, and back to center. So I don't mind if you want to keep your feet on the ground, or extend one leg then the other. But whatever you're doing, make sure you're focusing on the abs. And again, we can mix it up a little bit, do our spine hip twist. So like a double leg circle if you're happy doing it. If you're not, just stick with that little hip roll. If your back's feeling anything, definitely stick with the hip roll. Obviously doing long levers with legs is much more of a challenge. And then again, hug your knees in. And we'll just release off a little bit with those wide hip rolls. So arms still in a T, drop the left knee to the ground, then the right knee to the left ankle, aiming it for the floor if you can. Look away from your knees. Couple of breaths just to stretch it all out. Don't worry, we haven't finished yet. There is more beautiful movement to come, and then go to the other side. Lovely. Bring the knees back to centre. Extend your legs and come to sitting. Hands behind you if you can, or onto your forearms. Squeeze the bum and we will lift and hold. So you're keeping the shoulders nice and wide, and then sit back down again. Adjust your position if you need to. Lifting and holding. And down. And again. This time pressure into the right leg and we'll lift and lower the left leg for 3. 1 and change sides. 3, 2, 1 and sit down. Final time, squeeze the bum and lift. Start with the right leg. 3, 2, 1 and left leg. 3, 2, 1 and then lie back down. You can bend your knees up. I'll scoot down the mat. And just grab between your elbows and forearms. We'll release the shoulders. So tap down to one side and then bring it back again. So the base of the back of your shoulders should be on the mat. You're just stretching out round the side of the shoulders and the shoulder joint. And that's just worked quite a bit. And back. And then take it into a clock this time. So keep your ribs down, you're still engaging your abdominals. And reverse the direction. And then arms by your sides. Bridging, going to squeeze and lift. Breath and down. So keeping shoulders away from your ears, lifting, squeezing the bums, squeezing and narrowing the hips and down. And we'll add on to that. So lift and squeeze. If you're happy to, extend an arm and leg and take it away for 3, 2, 1. Back to the ceiling, bum comes down, everything down. Narrow and lift. Extend. Away for 3, 2 and 1 and down, and again lift, extend, away. So you should not be having your pelvis dropping. You're keeping up at the same height. 2, 1, down. Final go, lift. So keep that pelvis stable. And then away for 3, 2, 1, and down. Lift, extend. 3, 2, 1. Bum down, feet down. Final finish, flourish. If you're happy to, we're coming into our shoulder bridge, as in on our shoulder stand, to do scissors and helicopter and a final rollover. If you're not, stay curling forward, extend the legs and do scissors here. If you're happy to come into shoulder bridge, just press into the floor, angle your pelvis into your hands so you're supported, extend the legs, turn them out and scissor, 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 scissor. Anyone on their shoulders, we'll start doing a helicopter. So scissor, scissor, open, circle. Scissor, scissor, open and circle. Scissor, scissor. Using your breath. Keep scissoring if you want to break. If you're curled up doing long leg scissors, in flexion, just hug your knees in. And then come back into the flex position and do bicycle. Everyone in shoulder stand, we're going to finish off with a boomerang. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our feet and legs overhead, arms down on the ground. We're going to cross at the ankles for 3. Roll it down. So if you need to press into the ground to control it, Nod your head forward, extend the legs, come to the hover, and 3, 2, 1, curling forward like we do on the roll up, and then roll it back, hands overhead, legs overhead, keeping your, make sure your neck isn't restricted, and rolling down, coming up to that hover point. So this is where you lift your heart and cross, cross, cross. Reach your arms behind you. And cross, cross, cross. Rolling down, lift, cross. I love this. You know I love this. Oh, I've gone wrong. See, I shouldn't feel smug. Need to concentrate. It's one of the principles of Pilates. Final time, up and over. Everyone doing bicycle, just relax. She says, final hover, cross, 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 and over. Wonderful. From there, roll over. Tuck your toes under, we'll come to standing, rolling up through the spine, readjust everything, feel nice and strong. We'll finish as we started really with some side bends, but nice port bras arms. And so we're going to reach the top arm overhead. We're going to swap over, come to the start, and then lead that top arm over the other way. And hopefully you'll feel a little bit more mobile than when you started class. Really reaching, changing sides. Up, final time, reaching over. Change sides. Come to standing, allow your hands and arms to be really heavy. And let's finish with some shoulder rolls. And again, I've got much more mobility through my shoulder and upper back. And it feels wonderful. So just allow your shoulders to drip down and then reverse the direction. That's it. And 2 more. Oh, well done. See you soon.